Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. This is John Carr with the Mac Gamecast, and I'm going to be doing another tutorial video today, and I am going to be showing you around Scythiel a little bit, mainly around town actually, where the vendors are. I'll probably do a separate video on the best areas to go and fight based on your level. That's a more extensive video, so I'll do separately, but for now, we're in the starting area of the harbor. After your first initial big fight, and then you went through here, here's the harbor. And the first vendor, well, first I'm talking about major vendors, not like the tiny guys, is down here. It's this guy in the ship. He tends to sell a bunch of magical loot, a variety of it, and in theory he'll also have some money to sell stuff.
Back again?
We can buy stuff from us. He does. He has all kinds of money. And he has all kinds of gear. So this guy's a good place to come to pick up random skill books. For example, I'm nearly level 7. I get mute soon. Don't have any warriors. But it's always nice to take a look at the magical gear. See what kind of goodies you might find. I have some mages in my party, so the +1 int robe, for example, is nice. Could buy for one of them. Dexterity robe, not very handy. No one has that high strength to use, but you get the idea. You can come here, and of course you can filter on the sides, buy things. So he has all kind of scrolls, and he has magic loot and lots of money to sell stuff. If anything, I want to sell him. Not particularly. I'm holding on to those boots. But this is Conrad.
Bye.
So Conrad Harbor sells magic stuff. I'm gonna do a quick little. Technically, just saving a bit of time, I just teleported to a same part of the harbor, farther up, and going north is up into main Scythiel. That chest you get to some other way, but we'll talk about secrets another time. So town is pretty big, and there's stuff to do all over it. You can spend a couple hours in town easily, just doing quests and exploring and everything like that. This is Evelyn's house, which is something to do with the story and everything. I don't want to spoil it. That's where her house is in case you're trying to find it. Let's just go into a circle, pretty much. This is a abandoned house. You can either, it's a general store that's closed indefinitely. They're level 10 doors, so you can't get through them very easily, but you can get through this hatch another way, which is in a different part of town. But I've already opened the door, so. If you have some blacksmithing to do, or some kind of crafting, you can make your way over here. And there's a whetstone and a furnace here, maybe even an anvil. And yeah, there's also an anvil, so you have some points into blacksmithing. You can muck about with that. I don't believe I actually have any weapons, and my blacksmithing isn't high up anyway, but that's something to do for warriors. There's a free, old forge and furnace right in town, so that's pretty easy. Of course, you can always use your map to get around, but I've explored most everything, but I already know where everything is just off the top of my head. At the Westgate, you don't want to go there. Directly over here is the Morticians House, or the morgue. This is part of solving the murder mystery in Jake's murder, so you can go in there, talk to him. I guess not just vendors, but where major things are is what I'll also point out. Of course, I have to let's speed this up a little bit. Some haste. Doesn't last long in real time, but does the trick. So here we're coming to the town square. You'll be spending a lot of time here. Of course, you can just poke around. This is the fish vendor, sells food. Food gives you various effects. Cheese vendor is sometimes a little bit hiding. He's all the way under here. And this is Celia the Enchantress. Most importantly, to remember her for, she sells water and air spells, or area third and hydrophis spells. So that's what she sells, and she also sells all kinds of potions and other miscellaneous things.
Bye. A quiet day on the market.
Ursha here is... you can get a quest from her about her sheep, but that's not really that important. For rangers, you're going to want to be visiting the Fletcher
Back again.
for all your ranger skills and arrows, special arrows, and she often carries ingredients to create special arrows if you have the requisite level in crafting. because everything's split up all over town. So arrows, rangers here, Hydro Fist, Stereothurge, and inside the inn, the King's Crab, we have the Witchcraft and Scoundrel vendor, who happens to be upstairs on the second floor. There's all kinds of people to talk to in here, and I'll get back to some other things downstairs. I'm just doing vendors right now. And if you talk to this lady, which I already have, Shareth, it's actually easy to, if you talk to her, she tells you that she's into Source, and you can actually start a fight with her and kill her over it, which you really don't want to do, because not only will this trigger everyone in the second floor to fight you, you know, she's a very useful vendor, so you don't want to kill her. She's got money, she's got Witchcraft, and she's got Rogue skill books, and I've already sold her a bunch of other stuff. Oh, she also has lockpicks, so very handy vendor.
Bye.
Don't kill her, make sure you say you'll look the other way or whatever. So second floor King's Crab Inn is Scoundrel or Rogue skills and Witchcraft skills. Now, this room I've already done, but this is the crime scene room you need to investigate, and it's part of the main murder mystery quest. But you can't get in here until you go talk to this Legionnaires captain. Of course, I've already gotten in there, so... But if you go there, he'll go tell you to talk to Aureus, but we'll wend our way over there. Next. So Mayor Cecil's office is directly above the marketplace. Pretty simple. This is also the location of the library on the second floor. He can give you a couple quests. There's some things to turn in for him, so you should always talk to him. Normally, this is where you will find Jahan standing right in here. He's already in my party, but you get the town usually when you're level 2, so if you want Jahan, who's really great to have in your party, run up here and just add him into your party. He still doesn't really trade much, but like I said, he has quests. Then we'll move on down to Esmeralda's house. She's also a suspect in the murder mystery. She's the wife of the guy who was murdered, the counselor, but she sells things as well. And usually nothing too special, but you get a variety of stuff from her. Let's check her out. She doesn't sell any magic. Knowing the location of magic stuff is the most important. Skill books. But, hey, don't get back here, lady. She just sells, of course I've sold her a lot of stuff, but she has some magic stuff sometimes. Actually, I've sold her all this magic stuff. Some of this is her own. She sort of has general gear, nothing too special. But if you want, you know, you can trade her. Now, we've covered 3 schools of magic. We can go cover the last, where fire and earth spells are sold. It can get a little tedious sometimes running all over town, but you'll get used to it. There is a waypoint up here to the north, which is where we actually kind of ran past it, from the Morticians House and everything, and down and around over here, but this is where the checkpoint in town is, which is North Gate. You'll want to use that a lot to fast travel. Isil North Gate is your point into town. I'll talk about the Pyramid fast travel in another video. This is the Quartermaster's house, second floor. She usually has all kinds of things to sell, to buy, excuse me, and lots of money. She has all, decent amount of gear, some magic stuff, crossbow +1, movement, HP. You always want to look for magic items, so they're good. But I already have better gear right now, but vendors do restock their things. I don't know the timetable. Maybe every 15 to 30 minutes or something, their inventory changes. That's just a guess, approximately. Could be totally longer or shorter than that, but they do change every now and then, so just check every time you get back into town. So this building is really important. Legion Barracks. It holds 2 major characters. Aureus, the Legion Captain, who sells warrior skills, or man-at-arms skills, as you can see here. So he's the only one who sells them. You want to come to him. And he also has all kinds of quests for you in terms of really side quests, but also some main quest stuff. So make sure to come here and talk to him. You can get quests for all around the outside of Sicil. Second level is Arhu's Study. This is the mage you met on the bridge in the beginning, just after your fight. Sometimes He'll be a cat, so you may have to look for him. He sells all kinds of stuff, but majority speaking, he sells earth and fire magic spells, or geomancer and pyrokinetic. But he also sells some magic stuff. Pretty good fire staff, actually. And these are things I've sold him, so he doesn't normally carry them. That's Arhu. He also has, you can talk to him about the main quest. You can get a side quest from him later. So that's the 5 vendor locations. What else is interesting around town? We still have the graveyard. I forgot to go to, not forgot, I was just going to loop my way around. That's all the main vendors, although there is Thalron's Clinic still, which is down over here a ways. This is really all just side quest stuff. There's some showmen here, and you can try to convince the crowd, basically, to go see the other guy. That's worth doing for a couple hundred XP. I'd really want a long haul to Thalron's Clinic. This is, there's actually 2 vendors in here. Thalron himself and Evelyn, which she might be gone at the moment. Also, don't randomly attack animals around town, or sometimes you aggro the entire town and they try and kill you. They're really concerned about their sheep and their chickens and stuff like that, so yeah, be careful. So Thalron's Clinic is here. He's got lots of money, he sells lots of scrolls, all this stuff down here. I think I sold him. Maybe not. No, I didn't sell him all this stuff, I sold him some of it. Anyway, he's good to come to for scrolls, and he obviously has lots of money, so if you need to unload all kinds of items. He's also part of the main story, and here's Evelyn. She may not sell stuff anymore, or have money, yeah. She does have a couple items. Dexterity and crossbow. These are to give me dexterity. I don't use crossbows right now, but you can check her. She randomly has a rogue skill book. She has a few potions, a few items. So that just about covers it around town. I guess lastly, there would be way north in the town is the graveyard section, which is all the way up here. And you can go around, dig up the graves. As you can see, I've already dug up a whole lot of them. This is also part of the main quest, and you can get some extra loot like a trunk, and there's a side quest from a ghost, and you can dig up this tunnel. If you recall, way back in the video, I mentioned the entrance of town. You can't just click on the map where I do that. This chest right here, and this hatch, you can get to through this hole in the ground, in the graveyard, as an FYI. And that's about it. That's all the major parts around town. Let me see if I missed anything. Abandoned House, Thalron's Clinic, Esmeralda's Shop, Mayor, Tavern, Mortician, Book's House, which is also the Quartermaster, and this is Arhu's Study. So, yep, that's about everything for around town. So, when all else fails, use your map. But, I played it so much I remember who sells what. When I first started, I was running around like, who sold what again? So, hopefully this video helps people simply locate things around town and where to buy them and where to sell stuff. So, have fun. And don't forget to subscribe, ask questions in the comments, and we'll see you for another tutorial video soon.